let me leave a comment. Yes, we're live again, so hello. Hello, everybody. How are we today? I thought we'd have a catch-up too, because I've had a bit of a connection going. Come on, babies, come to mama. Show me you can get that live connection. Very nice bright blue day outside, and that kind of makes me feel immediately better. I'm so affected by the weather. I don't know how much you're affected by the weather, like tremendously. I'm going to put a mask on because I'm just feeling the need of a mask at the moment. I might just put that over there because the light's a bit better, but it might go there. So temperamentale. Okay, so let's just get my skin in a form. I'm using Julia Hunter's whole body and face pads. They've got really lovely acids in them. We've talked a bit about acid over the last few months. It's a very good part of your regime. I've come out the shower and I'm doing my whole body in a bit of acid, and this takes off your dead skin cells. Dead skin cells are what builds up and makes us feel we're going down the path of life a bit quicker. So I love everything to stave that off. So done that, skin is really fresh now, and I'm going to put a nice hydrating mask on. So I used to use a lot of sheet masks and I love them, but I thought I would just try some general hydrating masks, and I sometimes think to myself, are these actually worth it? Good morning, everybody. Actually, let me say good morning to some people. Glass in my head, so I have a glass to go on my face. Good morning, Elsa. Good morning, Prince Ellie. Good morning, Barbara. Elise, good morning. Oh, you received your second stack, Barbara, from Australia yesterday. Fantastic. Agnes, good morning from Holland. Ailes, Naomi, good morning. Chiara, good morning. Walking to work and watching you. Lovely. Good morning, Caroline. Dawn, good morning. Nicoletta, good morning. Andrea, good evening in Australia. Tanya, hello. And Brisbane, Louise, Lenka, Jackie, Susan, Rashmi, Jody, Sam, Matt. Good morning, everybody. I wanted to just share with you because I was feeling a bit weird yesterday, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do, this is a really nice, not expensive Japanfusion. I love this range. The Moisture Surge mask. I'm going to put that on. I don't know if it's an overnight mask, so let me just see. Apply a gentle layer of mask and leave for 10 to 12 minutes. That sounds perfect for this one, doesn't it? Beauty Pie is a brand I adore, started by Marcy Kilgore. She started Bliss and I think Fit Flops, but she's obsessed about skincare. Probably, if I look at my sort of people who know the most, it would be Julia Hunter, it would be Marcy probably next, the way she talks about ingredients. I did a live with her very, very soon after we started staying at home, so you should watch it if you have Instagram, because she is amazing. As an entrepreneur, she's impressive. What she does for her, what she puts into her ingredients and her passion. And you just know then that, she wanted to, and I'm also, by the way, I'm going to do, this is quite extravagant, but I'm going to do my hands because they're really dry. And I've just put so much antibacterial stuff on them. So I'm just going to do a little hand mask. And those of you who are continuously spraying, I hope you all are, antiseptic, it's quite nice to occasionally do a mask. And then at the end, I'm going to get some Pukka oil, the one I use for my eyelashes. By the way, that's a very good job in progress. And I'm going to put Pukka, I love Pukka, but Pukka is about, I've ordered another one now from Amazon, but at night I put it all on my fingernails, and then I put it on my toes. And sometimes if you've done your own little manicure and you want them not to look sort of manky, putting on castor oil onto your feet at night is fantastic, and it just, that all dryness, I have floors at home that are wood, so I'm always on a hard floor, and I'm always in my, without shoes, so my feet are quite hard from the wood, so I just put that, and just make sure I don't have too much on my heel, because otherwise I go around and you see little, it's like I'm a dog who's coming from the garden, and you see these kind of marks. And in fact, I'm just going to put a little flannel on where I'm standing now, because I realise I've got too much on the bottom. Castor oil here, whilst we're chatting. And then whilst I'm here, I could put some more on my lashes. And my lashes, I've got to say, for those of you who've only just joined the Lash project, let me just talk to you about opportunities to make lashes long. I think as we go down the path of life, our lashes become less opulent, for want of a better word. So they just lose, you know, their density, they lose their volume, and sometimes they lose their curl, actually. And I've been doing, over the years, many different regimes, including lovely eyelash extensions from Edie. So if you want eyelash extensions, she's opening up next week. And she is the best woman I know for eyelash extensions because she doesn't make them look like you're on vaudeville. But that's only in London if you're in London. I know there's people all around the world. But I kind of like lashes that don't wear you. So because of staying at home safely, they slowly all fell off. And I started using a mixture of biotin, which I take, and Superior Hair from Victoria Health, putting castor oil on my eyes at night. And before I put the castor oil on, I put some peptides on. This is a very new thing for the last month and a bit. It's incredible. Those of you who follow this journey, I just want to give you a catch up on really how, you know, how long they are now. So look, can you see there? And they really were stubs. Well, they weren't stubs before because Edie looks after my lashes, but they weren't super lashes, you know. And now I sort of look extensions, and I think they are. That's a good thing. Okay, you're a night worker. Do I use retinol in the morning before bed? Yes, I think retinol and sleep are the most important attachments. So if you do shift work, when you sleep is when you should use the retinol. But yes, you do. Yes. What are your thoughts on Votary, retinol, night oil, and your thoughts? I think Votary use, as a retinoid, I think they use Sampha, which is something that a few oil companies do. I know that 320 megahertz, which is another beautiful oil brand, uses Sampha as its retinol, where it gets its retinol from. So as a brand, they're beautiful, Votary, and I think they have great thought go into those formulas. So I would presume it's good. You know, it's a decision whether you go down a cream route for a retinol or an oil route for a retinol. And that's just a personal preference. I prefer a cream route, as in, you know, a sort of serum route, more than a serum oil route. I've got today a newbie, just to say, Esme left us. She was from uni, and she's gone back to uni. She's gone to Brookes, Oxford in September. And we have Hannah. Hannah, say hi.
Hi, everyone.
There's Hannah. And Hannah's just joined us a few days ago. We've hired quite a few people during COVID, and Hannah's just joined us. And any questions? Hannah, why don't you start us off on some questions?
Absolutely. So from the Instagram questions tab last night,
Yep.
someone has asked, what are the best self-tanning products for your face and body?
I'm the worst person to ask. I would ask somebody like, who's that lovely Irish lady who is an influencer and always has a lovely tan and has her own range. I wore fake tan in my 20s, very, very orange, Boots number 7, foam, if any of you are that old, you'll remember, smelt, well actually, probably the sponge really smelled. I smelled so bad. And then I, did sun as well. And then, because I got rid of my acne, I described this often, a pizza face, all right? And so I just decided I've got to stop that. So I stopped using fake tan, a really difficult thing to say. When I stopped using fake tan, this was about 15 years ago, but I've seen the fake tan world, and I think that I sometimes come across people and I feel the fake tan's wearing you, you're not wearing a fake tan. So I think if you're doing fake tan, you've got to really exfoliate your skin beautifully and not let that fake tan block your pores from the ability for other products to be absorbed that you're spending quite a lot of money on to help your skin. Because fake tan is a short-term solution to feeling well, but having great skin with good serums that penetrate through will give you this incredible skin. And then weirdly, you might not need the fake tan so much, and you might think, well, actually, I could use a gel bronzer, which I put on in the morning. I don't need something that's living on my skin for days and days and days and preventing the full absorption of other products. That's my honest opinion on fake tan. And I also, whilst we're on the subject, I'd say that, it's some women use a foundation, a few shades darken their skin tone to get some color in their face. And I'd kind of say, try and make your foundation the shade of your skin, even if your skin is really, really light and you're thinking I'm too light, because you can use a gel bronzer or a powder bronzer if you want to, but gel bronzer, something that doesn't look like you're wearing color, that you can take off at night when you clean your skin, and your skin will get better. You know. Okay, Hannah.
So the next question is quite on a similar vein. Kathleen has asked, is there any skincare trend you wish you hadn't tried?
Skincare trend I wish I hadn't tried?
Yes.
I am a woman at adventure, so I love trying trends. I think that one I tried once, and the pore strippers. I had a few blackheads, they'd just come out. I went like that and I thought, my God, this is taking off a lot more than my pores and feels damaging. So that's probably the only one. And fake tan, when I look back at my pictures and I was an orange, I sort of think, wish I hadn't picked that up. Yeah, that's probably it, Hannah. Light up my day every time. Being 65 and at home for 4 months alone is killing me, but I have so much skincare. Lee, that's really, it's tough. Very, very tough. Have you joined a Trini tribe, Lee? Are you a member of a Trini tribe? Because can I say, any women at home on their own, Trini tribe is around the world, and we have about 36 different tribes now. And we have 20-something thousand members, and they lift each other up, and their communities, and they're in many, many countries around the world, and they talk about tons of stuff, not just me. They just, you know, I'm kind of the you know, the precipitator. Not precipitator. Oh, I get my words out. Hannah, what's the word when you start a conversation? You get the mood going. Come on, Hannah.
To instigate?
Instigator, my God, she has intelligence, the girl, I love it. Instigator, brilliant, Hannah, you're a dictionary. So, to be an instigator. And, you know, they talk about tons of different things. So anyone here who's on a Trini tribe, do say what you think about it. But worth doing, and Lee, you might be, I don't know, because I don't know everyone on the tribe, but I would just say that it's great. You really love foaming face wash. Is it too drying? And if not, what would you recommend? Foaming face wash, I don't actually use so much, because sometimes there's some sort of sulfates in it which aren't that appealing, but I prefer, you know, attach all my makeup onto, get that off, hot cloth, and then I like to do a gel cleanser. So my routine might be, I mean, at the moment I'm using Shiro Hydrating Cleansing Balm, okay, which is nice, Japanese one, or Korean, Japanese or Korean, sorry, Japanese, yeah, Shiro. Medium price. And then I'm using afterwards my good old Julia Hunter gel cleanser with a few soft acids in it. I like that combo. I find what I need them to do for me, and I do like things where I use a flannel. I just feel it works well. Hi Trini, I've just recently watched the video with Ray from Australia and I'm practicing it. It's fantastic. We've got that coming out today, I think, as well. Tan Luxe Drops. Yes, Tan Luxe Drops. I have been sent. Lila tried, because I said to her, I can't try them. So Lila tried them, and I maybe didn't give her the right instructions, but she went, I think she put too much on. Embrace the pale, fake tan always looks fake. I know, you're only just saying, I get it. Abby, thanks for answering my question. We'll carry on with the Votary retinol. Oh, great. Are we brave? Vogue Williams, that's it. She has a range of, things. We're live now, I hope to say. The connection's good now. Fiona, just want to say my first Trini London order arrived today. Fantastic. Okay, can we microblade? Can you microblade in the morning? Yes, you can microblade in the morning. I have done it in the morning. I like it on a Sunday and in the evening, but I have done it in the morning. I wouldn't say it should be your way you should do it. If you absolutely want to fake. So, Tangarood, yes, a lot of people have very strong opinions about fake tan. I totally agree. Can I just say yesterday, I just want to talk about myself for a second. I had a really flat day, and I don't know how many of you are feeling a little bit flat, but I want to talk slightly. We've now been, you know, March, April, May, June, 4 months nearly, staying at home. My God, it's 3 months and a bit staying at home, okay? And I haven't had a holiday, as has nobody else, and I feel this summer Lila might go away, like she'll go away to Cornwall next week to stay with friends, my daughter, and then she might go to Turkey in August, but I don't know what the thing's like. I don't feel that Charles and I feel we want to go away quite yet. I wouldn't, you know, if it opened up properly and if I could get back without quarantine, would I go away? I still don't know. So I look forward and I think I won't have a holiday, and then I'll like be 6 months and I won't have had a day off, and I think I'm feeling a bit, you know, I don't know if it's that I need a holiday or if it's that I just want to have some breathing space. So I've got back in that rut again. So I know what I need to do. Sanjay's meditations. So I'm just going to commit to you guys, okay? Because I need to commit to somebody. I'm going to look at Sanjay's meditations again. And I'm going to do a meditation per day because I'd stopped doing them for the last few weeks. That's one. And let me know. But and just for Facebook, actually, we could do it. So that's that. I need to take time out. And I think what I've done is Louise, who arranges my life for me, we have this thing at lunch called tea time. But it's the last few times I haven't had tea time. So it's been kind of, and so I haven't had that just space to unwind. And I start quite early and I finish quite late. So I know I need that. And I've got 3 big creative projects going on. Incredibly exciting things. I'm so excited. It's like, I'm like a child. I want to tell you about them now. It's like, you know, when your daughter or son buys you a Christmas present for the first time and they want to tell you before they give it to you what it is because they're so excited. That's how I feel about 3 things that we're developing. But I can't say anything to you. And it's like, I want to say. But anyway, it's like I need space to do that because I think you can't be creative unless you have that space. So for my flatness, I'll tell you what I'm taking. Just in case any of you have that sort of sense of flatness occasionally too. Something good to talk about. So,
I'm here.
Okay, I've started taking recently Limitless. This is from Victoria Health. And what Limitless is it just stimulates your brain power. So this product actually kind of helps your, like I would have remembered the word, Hannah, if I'd been taking this, okay? I would have remembered instigate, okay, if I'd been taking this daily. So that's what I'm saying. Goes down, helps the brain. That's important. I think what's really important for all of us is the omegas, because those are about brain power as well. All right. There, Lionheart is one of my favorites. Omega, it's omega-3, is it 369 or is it just, hold on. Oh, omega-3, yeah, there we go, okay. I love that. I won't live without Magnolia Rhodioli, also Victoria Health. And this really is something that if you are perimenopausal, menopausal, this is one of the best supplements that you can take. I can't reiterate it enough. This with sage, sage complex is Shabia's alternative to HRT, just so you know. This deals with your sort of flushing and this deals with your mood. So love that. Now, what I started taking this morning, and I just don't know, because you know me, I'll just pile on the supplements, is there's Life Extension has something called Mood. And I know that there's another new Mood, which Shabia's brought out, but I just had this in my bathroom. And I'm just going to tell you what it's got in it. It's got, funny enough, quite a lot of prebiotic in it, which is interesting, because probiotic does affect your mood. Your gut really affects your mood. I'm also taking a ton of other stuff, but I just want to share those with you. And then I'm also just started to take dandelion drops. Any of you who've got heavy legs, in fact, I can take it now, because when I sit at my non-desk, and my non-desk is a dressing table, I can't put my legs under it. In fact, I've ordered a desk today, very exciting, from Habitat, but I spent 3 months sitting at a dressing table crouched to put my legs up. But I've just got that, and I take that to help my lymphatic system move, put some drops in water. That really helps. Yes, thank you very much for highlighting the Trini tribes around the world. That's brilliant. I'd love that. Have I ever used magnetic lashes? I haven't. They seemed a bit tricky, but exciting. Somebody offered to send me some. But I'm at a stage where I've been sent quite a few things, okay? And I don't, okay, let's just start at the beginning. All the products I recommend to you, I've tried for quite a long time. Like some of them 30 years, some of them 6 months. And generally I buy stuff the first time, and if I love it, I then call the company and say, can you send me another one? Because I want to talk about it. And some people then have started sending me stuff. And I just started getting this stuff at my house, and I don't want it. And also, it kind of really just clouds my vision. It's a weird way of saying it, but like, I'm just going to show you an example because it really bugs me, and I just want, it really, really bugs me. So, I'm just going to show you, this is some of the stuff I've been sent. And you might just say, oh, it's lovely you've been sent it, but I don't know about the products. I'm always sent bloody Fillerina. Please stop sending this to me. It might be it's good. I did try. I just thought, oh, let me just try something. A very complicated mask system with these fake little injection-y things. And it was like, faff and no result. Sorry, I'm just saying it. So I've got this build-up here. And what I'm going to do is when Trini London opens again, we have a pop-up. I'm just going to have all the stuff there. And people can just take one. Because I don't want to get rid of it in an inappropriate way. I'm not saying they're good or bad product. I just don't want so much stuff. Very kind of like a really good finding system, what like my 4 favorite products really work. So this clouds my vision. Now, what I must say though, is when new things come out, and aren't going to shops right now to kind of go and graze at what there's out there, it's kind of good for me to see that new stuff. So if you're hearing about the new stuff, I can tell you what I think of it. But that then takes a lot of research, which I don't have time for. So the things I recommend right now are actually things that I've used a long time and I know work. I wanted to catch up with you on that because I was feeling overwhelmed by it, and I just got, I've got 5 bags like this, of stuff. And I just Alpha Science, Perfecting Radiance Antioxidant Concentrated, just like, I don't know. Nature Lab Perfect Repair Treatment Mask. That's obviously a hair care product. I might try that actually. But just, doesn't work for me, this. It doesn't work. Okay, do I have a favorite home? Sorry, I'm having a real whinge day, aren't I? Do I have a favorite home hair coloring brand? Yes, I do. I like Josh Wood. I use his paint on products, which I think are brilliant. And I use spray from Rita Hazan. And I also use Colour Wow. So there's 3 different ones there. Josh Wood, you can go on to joshuacolour.com and you can get diagnosis, and people will do a diagnosis with you, which I think is fantastic to help you find out the right colour. Generally, one of the best services. Maria, love your products and energy. I'm having fun every morning, making my face and making me feel wonderful. Brilliant. Faye, thank you, darling. Oh, darling, you're a confirmed fan. Thank you. Jackie, Irene Stewart is the empty pot to put your BFF in. It's so easy to shove in your bag. Yes. Thoughts on Retroderm? Retroderm, I do like. Retroderm is a form of a retinol. I got it from Teresa Tame, actually. She sells it, and there's 2 strengths. It's a really good retinol, and it's generally sold only through therapists. It's not sold on the high street, so I always feel it's a bit stronger, so I think it's great. What would you recommend for tiny, tiny blackheads? I would recommend that occasionally you need to get a little thing going. You need to get an extraction going. And it's difficult to extract our own. There are ways to do it. I'm going to suggest to you, brilliant book Caroline Heron's brought out, Skincare, and she has How to Pick a Spot in it. It's fantastic. She talks about how to pick a spot. But there is a little tool from Tweezerman, which it looks like a sort of loop, and it's something that I use, and you just press it, and it kind of helps the wriggly whitehead or blackhead come out without you squeezing and damaging the skin. So by pressing on either side, which is what any therapist would do, instead of using your nail to squeeze, you won't damage the skin so much. There are times when you need to unblock it because there's just too much there, and you might have quite oily skin and quite big pores, and they might build up a lot. But look at a little acid to help keep your skin, what am I saying? To keep your skin exfoliated and to not let there be a build-up, and to reduce pores at night. Apart from resurfacing the skin, it reduces pore size. So those things really help for reducing blackheads. Tanya, I use facial cleansers while in the shower morning and night to remove makeup. Is this okay? It's fine, it's fine. Wash your face with it, it's fine. I don't know what's in them, it's just one thing to say facial cleansers, but clean your face and clean your face again. I mean, I think just using it in the shower with water, I feel like flannel gets stuff off. I've always used flannels for like 25 years. Met you at Sydney, launched last year. I have been using Roden & Fields regime for a year. Fantastic. Yvette, you felt flat yesterday too. We can wake up and start the day again. That's the joy in life, isn't it? Because yesterday I was doing a closet confessions, and Lucy was waiting and incredibly patiently. And I just said, I just don't know if I've got the energy to. Like, well, that's fine, Trini, but what have you got? What were you thinking about? And she was just cajoling me to keep going. And I was like, you know, when you're stubbornly somebody being really sweet to you, do you know that feeling? Anyway, that was me yesterday. So Lucy kept saying, well, you could do this or you could do this. And I was like, no. And then I just said, look, I don't know if I want to do it. And I put the phone down and I just felt, you know, if I just don't do it, I've had a busy day anyway. Have I achieved? I hadn't felt I'd achieved. I always feel I need to achieve in the day. And then I thought, we'll get behind and Lucy's away next week and then I'll feel the double burden of having to do 2 the week after, and I just like to do 1 a week, and I thought, I got to do it. So then what was really interesting is I was really flat, and then I got on the phone again. She said, what about doing contrasting colours, which is something I'd put on the list. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And what was so amazing is we started doing, couldn't find the right light because the weather was dull, everything went wrong. But the phone kept falling, nearly broke again. And then I started doing it, and I started putting on colour, and the colour changed my mood. Just damn well did. So, you know, days you're feeling flat and low, lots of supplements you can take, but wearing colour does it, ladies. And those of you who don't wear much colour and don't know how to wear colour, I've done, you know what Lucy counted? We've done 50 closet confessions. 50! So if you want to have a deep dive merge and understand about your wardrobe, go onto IGTV. And IGTV, by the way, just so you know, I'm going to show you, Hannah, they never know where it is, darling. And then I do want you to come back in and tell me questions, but I'm going to show you IGTV. I know some of you on Facebook are not on Instagram, but you can also see Closet Confessions on YouTube, by the way, but otherwise here. So you go to, just going to show you this. That's my Instagram, okay? When I say look at it on IGTV, you go to this button here. That is a little television. Do you see it? And you click on it. There. That then gives you my latest IGTV, like this. You'll notice at the top, really small, incredibly bad navigation, this thing which says series. That's the really important button to click, otherwise you look at 500 films. So you click series. It takes a while to pop up. It's the Wi-Fi. Look at those series all come up, and then you've got exercise, you've got the T-zone, you've got makeup tutorials, Startling Closet Confessions. So let's go to Closet Confessions. Look, all there. Look how many are all there, ladies. There's so many. Okay, so if you ever want to find them all in one place and binge, that's the place to binge. Or YouTube, whichever. Hannah, other questions, darling. Give some questions of people who are here, which you feel are burning desires.
Yep, so Nicola in the comments has asked if you recommend for double cleansing, specifically 2 cleansers.
I do. I mean, you can use one, you can use the same, but if you're using the same and it's a balm, that's not okay. But if you were using the same and it's a gel, you could do it. I personally just love, I'd kind of say, use the cheapest bloody balm. Cheap little balm, like I'm pulling this up, it's medium price, but you could buy like the £9 balm. Just get the makeup off, have that massage moment, take it off with the hot cloth, then put on your sort of better cleanser. So for me, the gel one that I use from Julia Hunter is my better cleanser. That's my preferred routine. It will make your skin so clean that all those lovely serums that you put your money in to go on your skin and penetrate. Yes, Hannah, another one.
Bronwyn is asking if you have any recommendations for sunspots.
Sunspots. I did a very, very good film with Julia Hunter about sunspots, and I think it comes out in the next couple of weeks. We talked about melasma, and which is that kind of very long-term sunspot, age spots, which is what I think you're referring to in sunspots, and just basic pigmentation or hyperpigmentation. So they all really are the result of hormone imbalance and inflammation on the skin, that combination. And that comes from your hormones, from internal stuff. As you go down the path of life, you will probably get more that just appear. And, you know, there are many things you can do to help them. There are stuff you can do which are kind of strong treatments, but they might come back. You can have certain IPL on ones that are on your hands, for example. IPL doesn't work so well if you have a cluster. It works on singular ones better. You can also do a consistent routine using vitamin C, which is what I did, and I had quite bad pigmentation here. I've just used a lot of vitamin C retinols and it's gone down. So I talk a bit about vitamin C's and that, but Julia and I talk about that and it will be out in 10 days. Really good details, and if you go onto the blog on trinilondon.com on the skincare tab, there are my favorite 7 products for pigmentation. Laura, Trini, I'm feeling the same. I'm stuck in the UAE working from home still after 3 months, just given up thinking of flying anywhere. I know, Laura, it's kind of weird, isn't it, darling? Have I tried Nip and Fad products? If so, would you recommend them? I've seen them, I've used them vaguely, but to me, they don't have enough active ingredients, and I like skincare with slightly more active ingredients. VB should be in stock. I don't know why it's out of stock. Hannah, can you see if VB is out of stock? And just, if you could email now and just find out when it's back in stock.
Yeah, that's
yeah, that'd be great. And we'll maybe get back to you before the end of this. Oops, I hope it's lashes and brows, please, Trini. Yes. Yes, please talk about jawlines. Jawlines are, you know, a lot of people age differently, but I think women age here or they age here, okay? I'm going to take off this mask now. And, you know, people talk a lot about this triangle that, you know, when we're younger, we have this triangle, and when we're older, we have this, which is true. But I also notice that when people worry about, you know, their kind of how their face is, they're probably looking more at sagginess, probably the most in your jowls. So there's a few things that I love doing. And I could just do, actually, next week, what I'll do, because like we're coming to the end of the time, is I will just do lifting gel. And I might not do it in the bathroom, I might do it upstairs. And I'll show you all of the tools that I'm using and actually use them with you. Would you like that? Because there are now, I've got a bigger barrage of tools and I'm having good results, especially just lifting my eye up a bit and, you know, the permanent war between the new face or the Facetune Pro. I can give you an update on that. But can I just say that mask was absolutely lovely. I had used the Beauty Pie Japanfusion mask, if you weren't here at the beginning. Really nice mask, just, you know, old-fashioned Bio-Cermamide moisture mask, but old-fashioned cream-based mask. Nothing fancy, nothing clever, just a mask, a good mask. So I'm going to follow on now, just a little more routine. I'm going to follow on now with a little bit of Jane Scrivener. This is a little AHA, BHA resurfacing exfoliator, and at the beginning we did talk about how you can use some acids to resurface, and this is one I'm talking about. Very gentle. AHA and BHAs, hardly, I mean, there's no glycolics in here, I think. It's mainly very soft acids. And it's got a lovely underlying smell of sort of lavender with a little bit of vinegar mixture. I think acids do tend to sometimes have that vinegary smell about them. That's what, you know, as their pH is working to give that same, you know, thing as vinegar. It's a similar pH, I think. So, okay, where can you buy your multi-use products, Trini, based in Dublin, Ireland? Everything is online from Trinny London, and I thought long and hard about it, but we have a really clever system which works out your skin, hair, and eye best combination. So go on and do it. And, you know, most of our sales are people buying it that way and actually getting colours in the post that they really suit. So they're excited by it. VB back in stock. Do we have anything, Hannah?
Nothing yet. I've sent an email, but
okay.
It looks like it's not in stock online.
It's okay. Lovely. We'll find out. You just bought the Pukka Castor oil from Just My Look for £6.63 with free delivery. Catherine, you are on a roll. Fantastic. Jackie, Trini, I feel very lucky to live in beautiful Dorset. I have loved the slow down pace of lockdown. Yeah, that's lovely. Anya, I'm preparing a pamper day at the weekend to treat myself. Even got the Eve Lom face mask. Self-care is essential. It so is. It so is. Sanchez meditation, I'm going to be doing that. The F word is nothing of value to the conversation. I know, but you know what? I'm just a swearer, sorry. Jessica, best supplements for hair loss. Which brand do you use, Trini, of biotin? I use Solgar, actually. I've used that for years. Looks like you take a lot of supplements. I do, because you know what? Whenever Shabir and I, who's Victoria Health, have conversations about supplements, and we have a few ladies who will say, look, you can get it from food. Why are you taking so many supplements? And Shabir, who is the best pharmacologist I know, always says, you know, if we lived on a farm and we're next door to the fresh food, still it might only just be enough. We'd have to eat a lot of certain things to get that nutritional, to get our vitamin supplements from nutrition. So by the time it gets to a Waitrose or a Sainsbury's, and then it gets to my house and then I eat it, probably 80% of that vitamin supplement has gone. So I prefer to take supplements, and I love liposomal supplements. Those are kind of sprays and liquids that I know will actually go into my body and help it. So that's why I do take quite a few. And I do sometimes rattle. I think you've got to break them out through the day, but I just feel the benefit. And I've done that for about 5 months. Hannah, we'll take a last question.
Erin has said that BFF is working really well so far for her, but do you have any other recommendations for rosacea type skin?
I mean, I would say when you have rosacea, and we had a few people like, not Paris, but if you look on the Trini London Instagram feed, or it probably will be on the Facebook feed too, we've got a few women who've had rosacea and they use Just a Touch with BFF, and it's a phenomenal cover-upper. And because it's cream-based and you use your fingers, you blend it into your skin, you cover the rosacea. And we've had amazing testimonials from women who've had rosacea who sent us pictures of them using Just a Touch and saying it's just changed their life. So I would consider it and find your shade by doing Match to Me. And then put BFF on, put BFF on first and then put that on top. I could auction it off. The hospitals take things in for staff. I could easily do that. It's a good idea. I think the thing is that auctioning it off, some of these things would maybe be the same price as the postage, so we just got to figure that one out. Let me think about it though. I like what you're saying. Okay, now there we go. My phone is about to run out. So I think now, ladies, I hope I answered a lot of your questions. Catch up with you and a share up with you, because you're like my sort of mates, and I like to have a share up, and I haven't really spoken, to any friends for a few weeks, and I love chatting to you, and I probably check in with you more than I see lots of you who come on often, and I love that community we have. I love that you women are honest to each other. I love that you help each other too, like if I'm answer the question for me, and I just want to everything. And Joe Neville, look at Joe, lovely, giving helpful advice to everyone. So have a wonderful day. We'll catch up soon. Big kiss.